perfect. Their main job is to protect you. When I fought Michael Chandler, I'm still, and again, I only speak about it now because I've never had a retraction from the referee. Whenever he poked me in the eye, and then he didn't get in between us, and he let him hit me with a huge shot, and then he doesn't give me my time to rest, not rest, to recover. And there was only 5 seconds left in the round, so it turned out that I got a break anyways. But he goes in there, he says, "Are you good?" I said, "No, I'm not good. He just poked me in the fucking eye." And he says, "Okay, but are you good?" And so then it's like, can I still fight? So then I said, "Yeah, I'm good." And he says, "Okay, go."
What referee was this?
The guy with the braids that he puts in his thing?
Mike Beltran.
Yeah, Mike Beltran.
Yeah.
And so I was very upset that he let Michael Chandler land that shot. And I know why. He was so scared of the fucking heat we were throwing that he didn't want to jump in there and get in the middle of it. But his job is to protect me. And he failed. He failed so bad right there. And so, like, after the fact, I was like, I need you to acknowledge this so that you do not ever let that happen to another athlete in there because you fucked up so bad. And, you know, he's trying to justify it. And it's like, what the fuck are you doing? How can you justify this? Mm-hmm. And so that, for me, that pisses me off. And then the decision not to give me my time, like, I need an explanation. Yeah. You know, and because I need to know that you are going to learn from this experience. And for right now, I still believe that he doesn't think he did anything wrong. And so I'm still upset about that.
Well, once you say to someone...
Because we're petty. We're petty, you know?
Well, in this conversation, Joe Rogan and Justin Gaethje discuss the incredible dominance of Khabib Nurmagomedov and why so many fighters struggled against him. They explained that Khabib's grappling pressure was unlike anything seen in MMA, with training partners often saying he forced them to tap multiple times and sometimes left them completely exhausted. His ability to control opponents on the ground made even elite fighters feel helpless. According to Gaethje, Khabib's style was not just about taking people down, it was about breaking them mentally and physically until they had no answers left.
Good is not the right question. You have 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. Are you ready to fight? Can you see? Do you need to bring in a doctor? There's a series of questions, but you have 5 minutes is very important. For a fighter getting poked in the eye, you have 5 minutes to recover.
Yeah, I didn't feel like I didn't know. I didn't know at the point. I feel pressure in my face right now. Like I don't. This feels.
You're
foreign.
not going to know for a couple seconds.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're gonna blink a little bit, move around a little bit. All right, I'm good. And that's when you're. It's supposed to be very clear. That's when you're ready to re-engage.
And that's what I'm saying. That's the mistake he has to learn from because it was such a. And after the round ends, I walk over to him like, dude. Get your fucking head out of your ass. What the fuck are you doing? He's like, go to your stool. I was like, no, what the fuck are you doing? Like, your job is to protect me. You just let me get hit with a huge fucking shot. What is going on? And he's like, go to your stool, go to your stool. And I sit down and then boom, never thought about it again, but still pissed off about that one.
You should be. I mean, that makes sense. I mean,
Same
that's
with,
a mistake.
Who's the ref that against Khabib? After the fight, he corners me in the hallway. And he's like, you know, I know you would never tap. I was like, I tapped 3 times. He's like, no, you would never tap. I'm like, dude, from the horse's mouth, I'm telling you, I tapped. And he still was like, no, you wouldn't tap. I was like, what the fuck? How can we get through this? Like,
Joe Rogan highlights how Khabib's relentless pressure game separated him from everyone else in the lightweight division. Once Khabib pushed an opponent against the cage, escaping became extremely difficult. Justin Gaethje recalls how Khabib's balance, grip strength, and positioning made every second of a fight feel overwhelming. Fighters would spend so much energy trying to escape that they eventually became exhausted, allowing Khabib to take complete control. This approach helped him dominate some of the best competitors in the world and build one of the most impressive undefeated records in combat sports history.
Tapped 3 times, I went to sleep.
And you went to sleep. I've seen that.
Yeah, I tapped 3 times.
100% you tapped.
Yeah. 100%. And then he's like, no, you would, I know that you, with the way that you compete,
who's the referee?
What's the guy's name?
I hate to throw, I don't even want to throw Herzog. I don't even want to throw him under the bus, because it's like, his intentions were good for me.
Right.
You know, he believed I was.
He gave you a chance.
Gave me a chance, but like I fucking tapped, man. Like I did.
And the fight should have been stopped.
And I went to sleep because of it. And luckily, there's no detrimental and chronic, long-lasting problems because of getting choked out. So I mean,
not like getting knocked
there's no
out.
repercussions. Yeah, there was no concussion. There's no TBI. Like it really is not detrimental at all. as long as you don't hold it too long and I die, as long as I wake up, I'm good.
Right.
And so I was like, okay, like the repercussions aren't as severe, and so like whatever, I'll just let this go. But ultimately, he did it. I mean, even when I told him, he didn't believe me.
That was the first thing you said when you jumped up. You went over to him, and then you guys had the conversation afterwards. But you went over to him saying, "Dude, what the fuck? I tapped."
Yeah, dude.
And then he's like, "No, you didn't." And then we seen him later, but that was the first
no,
thing
he didn't. I was
said.
like, dude, I tapped 3 times. I tapped 3 fucking times.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious.
Like,
People make mistakes and they don't see
And everyone was
things,
like,
too.
oh, you said, you're some kind of fucking, you think you're some kind of Superman. Why would you tap? It's like, when your life is ending, you're a fool if you don't understand that. Like, I knew I was dying. And that's just where I was.
Yeah.
So
I was
that's
in a
how
position-
crazy you are to everybody. He's in their eyes are like, no, dude. Like, I know you better than you do. You never tap. Like, you kind of fight like that. But
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
People think the best
that's how he
the
perceived
best
it.
thing up to this moment is people don't give me credit for my intellectual abilities. And I've also played into that, and I've also understood how big of an asset it is for people to approach me like that. Thinking that I'm just some animal that doesn't think or feel or whatever people think, or think I'm retarded.
Well, I think what it is when you are such an animal, people think you can't be smart. Because a smart person would be aware of the consequences and wouldn't have the courage to fight the way you fight.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And people who don't have that kind of courage, they like to dismiss people that fight like savages, because they go, well, savages can't be smart. That's not right.
Yeah.
That's not correct. People, it's like you see a really hot woman, you go, oh, she's got to be a retard.
Yeah.
Like, no, some of them are really fucking smart and also hot. Like the world is confusing,
Yeah.
and you can't categorize people and put them into things, little fucking boxes just to make you feel better.
Yeah.
That's all it is, And
And the thing is, I never signed up. Like, when we were walking out to the press conference, there's like 12, 15,000 people out there. I look at the guy, I was like, dude, I never, ever signed up to be a public speaker. What the fuck are we doing here? Like, I never wanted to be in this, where I talk in front of this many people. Like, that's
Right.
not what I prepared myself for ever.
Right.
And now I'm in this situation where I have to, every single word I say before these fights is analyzed by the world. Like the whole, my father is my dad. Like,
As the discussion continues, both Rogan and Gaethje agree that Khabib's greatness goes far beyond his perfect record. What made him special was his ability to consistently dominate world-class opponents and make victories seem inevitable. Whether in training or inside the octagon, Khabib earned a reputation as one of the most feared fighters in MMA. His combination of discipline, skill, and unmatched pressure allowed him to retire at the top of the sport, leaving behind a legacy that many fans and experts consider one of the greatest in mixed martial arts history.
sometimes I get tongue-tied.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Dude,
I
that's what we
misspeak.
all
I
do.
do too, and I talk for a living.
yeah.
That's what I mean.
It's fucking normal.
But nobody, if people if it had to listen to themselves, they would understand that they also make mistakes. And so it's like, fuck, man. Like, I can't be perfect. I'm sorry. I really wish. I didn't mean my dad was my father, even though, it fucking makes sense and it's true.
Listen, you're dealing with a bunch of people that have to write stories.
Yeah, they have to.
It's
Yeah.
not.
I know,
It's
and I
not
do know
about
that.
writing a story because something's interesting. They have to make a story, no matter what it is. Their job is to create content, and
And I
when
guess-
your job is to create content, you make content out of nothing,
Yeah.
and it's usually not good.
Yeah.
And that's what they're doing. They're
If I
making big
could've-
deals out of
if I
nothing.
could've